Hello everyone. So, if you're in the beginning stages of making a junk journal, sometimes you can't get a hold of them tags as easily, or different kinds of tags as easily. So I figure I'll show you how to make some fun tags. We're probably not going to decorate the tags today, but we're going to just make the backgrounds for them. So let's just get going with that. This is the cardstock I will be using, or you'll be seeing why this one was cut out in my next video. I made a design team project. So I decided I want to play with my distress inks, which I don't normally do very often. I'll be honest with you, I don't. I forget that you can do things with your distress inks. Easy things. With distress inks that you wouldn't think of. I wanted to make some smaller tags. I guess that makes itty bitty tags, but that's okay. Alright, so we got these different formats of tags, and I just want to have a bit of fun with my distress inks. So I'm just rubbing some all over the place. And we got this. Ugh, it is not working very well. Alright. Since distress ink is very water reactive, we're just gonna push and grab some of it. I may have added just a bit too much water, but that's okay. That happens, and this is just ordinary cardstock. Do I have wipes or towel or something? You know what? This is how I dye some of my papers, actually, is by having something like that, and I just need it soaked up. It actually dyes your papers. So I'm just using a piece of cardstock here. We're dyeing our piece of cardstock a little bit. There. Let's add some rusty Hinge and see what happens. Okay. Now, I like this spritzer way better than I liked using this big one. So, I'm just going to take some of this water and fill her up quick. This way I get that technique that I wanted going. Because this is more of a mister than a ink is very water reactive. And you get this, some of it's lighter, some of it is not as light, and everything going. So I really like that. That's where you get that rusty hinge kind of effect going. This is antique linen, which it doesn't look like it's showing up very well. We'll add some of that to it. Yeah, that just new effect, or different effect, I should say. Add some there. That antique linen, I think I'm ready to dump just because I don't know if I bought these when they weren't, when they were too dried out or something, because they seem to have that type of issue going with it. Similar issues, I should say. So I'm just building onto it at this point. Okay, now this one should be pretty dry, so we'll go to our next ones. And these are all like my mini stuff, so I have tons of these minis and I don't use them very often. I do, but I don't. Yeah, that just builds onto it. Which, that's what I like, is seeing that build. These are more of my warmer colors. Alright. Let's pick up whatever's left on these ones. There. Okay. broken china and my wilted violet. Yeah, that just, wow. Definitely gave it some color. And again, I just use it and pile onto it. Alright, this one is my black soot. I'm just going to do that. I don't care what the backs look like, obviously, if you can't tell. Alright. It just, again, adds some build to this. There. So again, I'm just, every time I add a new color, it just builds. Like this green is going to build onto these. And this is the reason why I like to add just something to them. That one I'm pretty sure is done. Sometimes you gotta adjust and say, okay, that one's done. This one isn't quite done yet. It's getting kind of stuck. Okay. That one isn't done yet. Again, it just builds. You're building onto what you already have, basically. Different colors give off different looks. All right, let's keep on going. Okay, let's use our candied apple again. Whoa, that gave off a completely different look to that one. Just lightly dabbing the corners. Get a bit of the inside there. This one. Again, it just layers it up. That one I'm pretty sure is done. Alright. This is just a fun way to play with pieces that you may not. I know a lot of people have distress ink that they don't use. I personally, this is why I buy the pink, or not pink, the mini distress inks, is because I'm always concerned I don't use them up enough. Again, this is just me adding another layer to this. Now I want a little bit more rusty hinge. I really liked how that rusty hinge looked on the different pieces, so it just gives it this very vibrant look, but not too vibrant. That one's done. That one's done. Yeah, some of these, you can tell they're just done. But you get so many different looks off the same. Again, I'm just adding stuff together. I'm not really paying much attention to what the look is going to end up like necessarily. I'm just adding the stuff in. So we're pretty, it's getting pretty. Okay, I want more of this. Grunge it up a bit. Maybe a little too much water. That's alright. That one's done. This one is pretty close to, yeah, definitely done. that one's done. I really like that one too. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we got them all done except for the drying process. So I'm going to quickly pick this up, clean it up to the best of my ability a little bit here with some paper. But this is a great way to dye your papers without doing too much work, just using them as extra. Now I'm just going to take a wet paper or piece here just to clean up any goopers that are on here and that type of thing. It just cleans it so it looks nicer again. And sometimes, depending on what colors show up on here, I'll keep that on my, or I'll take it and dry it and then use it later, but I don't want to do that right now. So I just want a quick show of all the different tags we made together today. And again, these are tags, journaling cards, etc. Definitely a way to make background. And also you can take like this big piece, and I'll probably actually use this big piece as backing to some of my pieces. That's what I normally do. I use it to back. Sometimes I use it for other things, but this one's probably going to end up being backing or even a page in your junk journal. So, I mean, that's an awesome way of doing it, you know, a page here and there of die work. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to go to my shop. It does have pretty easy digitals for collaging and not collaging and ephemera and all kinds of stuff. Also, I have tons of junk journals for sale on there. I don't normally do my card making on it, but once in a great while you'll spot a card on it. Also, go to Let's Craft Today. That is my podcast. You can look it up on Spotify. You can look it up on Apple Podcast, and you'll find it. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night. Bye.